Briggs, join us. Okay. So, yeah, we're looking around for other places to tap into. I haven't done New York in a while, and I wasn't looking for New York. I was thinking about it, and then I was looking at Maine actually, and some reason, well, Central Park came up. Well, I was looking at Maine, so anyway, the movie, kind of jumping around a little bit. The movie Internals is coming out. That either it's out or going to be out, or either way, it has a lot of oh, look who's there. Has a lot of Anunnaki energy. Really, right when I saw it, it felt it. Now, it doesn't mean that they're all superheroes and all that flying around. I mean, there probably is a reality that does exist, but they're definitely. I believe it had to do with them, like in the beginning of man helping humanity and all that. And a lot of them are dull and boring, but they still have a lot of. What is she doing, man? Do you have to do this? You have to do that. Hey. Yeah. Great. Well, they can't tear it down. They've been trying to tear it down for a while now. I haven't got any success. So, all right. Well, well, that's in the background, distracting everything. So yeah, the eternal energies is. I'll tap into that the best of what I can tap into for that. Yeah, I've been feeling a lot of Anunnaki energy, and we're not done yet. So Central Park has a lot of strange structures there. Even at one of its entrances, one of the entrances to it, is like kind of telling you who's there, where you own the place, basically. And also the Metropolitan Museum of Art, which they have the Met Gala there, what's very Anunnaki like. Some of it is a little bit galactic. I mean, the Metropolitan Museum is very elitist. And then they have that gala ball where they're all dressed up as elitist, energy, basically. I guess we all want to be like them, or I guess some people want to be like them. Fuck, who the hell wants to be like that? It doesn't look like it looks like it's stuffy. It doesn't look like a lot of fun, actually, but whatever, that's just me. Yeah, everybody's wearing all those weird costumes and stuff. It's like, who knows what they do afterwards? I don't want to know. I don't know if anybody wants to know what they're up to. So, yeah, it's a movie we can live without. There's probably a movie out there. It's probably on the dark web or something. I haven't told it. Call me at private sessions. Oh, we have a schedule for this week. We have the shop here. Yeah, I forgot a couple things. I forget what I'm on right now. I think I'm on the 20th for some people. Same situation here, upgrading the site. A webinar tomorrow, social network, behind the scenes. Did some uploads today. So much energy, it's free time I have for that. Okay, let's see here. Okay, well, I think people know what Eternals looks like, but I guess yeah, they look kind of bland, but that's very Anunnaki-ish, actually. I would say a lot of those colors, maybe not. That looks very Anunnaki, actually. Maybe not in the super suits and all that, but it has a lot of Anunnaki vibes all around it. At least in that picture here. And the blues I'm not picking up on, but the kind of the gold energies make sense. You can say some Anunnaki can be colorless. There's just no color palette to them overall. But either way, it still has the Anunnaki vibe to it, which is pretty obvious, right? Central Park. So that's not all of Central Park. Am I getting everybody here? I guess that's everything. No. Not sure if I'm getting everything here. Anyway. This is what I was looking at. The statue here. And I might have, I think I have it here. I thought I had it here. I guess I closed it out. Oh, no, I had it the whole time. I just had the eternal stuff up. Yeah, okay, so, yeah. Well, there's a Metropolitan. It's a Metropolitan, but this is what I was looking at. This is right in front of the Central Park. Always one. I believe it has several entrances. Man, does this thing look creepy? So it has it has Maine in the title. I guess it was built in the 1913. I'm assuming. God, that look creepy. It just like, it's kind of telling you who owns the place. Not normal people. I've looked at, I've done something like this before, but it sort of showed itself again. Yeah. They're obviously telling us they rule us, you can say. Even this has some of an Anunnaki energy, but there's other energies tapped into it. I wonder when people start to look at this stuff a little bit more deeper, such as the Statue of Liberty. I imagine there has been discussions of taking the statue down eventually. Even the Met Art, even this, the Metropolitan Museum looks kind of Illuminati-esque energy. Yeah, it just has an elitist energy all through it, actually. And of course, it has the Egyptian energies, of course. Egyptian, I believe a lot of this, they bring this stuff like Egypt to these museums, but a lot of it is just, from my feeling, it's showing their control. They haven't gone away. They're still here messing around with stuff. It might seem all innocent on the outside, but I don't know if that's the case. I don't know. I spell Egypt right now. Yeah, imagine they have quite a bit on Egypt here. And yeah, they feel like they play them around like it's all innocent, but it's not. And people wonder why the reality is so distorted and screwed up. It's not wanting to look between the lines. So, I don't know, whatever works for you. Yeah, I do see a timeline. This is nothing new, but I don't think you hear about this very often. About the Statue of Liberty being removed. One day. We have a while for that. Yeah, because we don't, what the hell we need it for? It's just a bunch of, well, they have to start going after all this occultic stuff first. That's not of our best interest. And the statue would be one, or esoteric stuff. That statue would be definitely one of them. I know they call it an icon and all that. That's okay. We can put it in someone's parking lot too. I believe if they move it from where it is, put it anywhere but where it's at. Of course, wherever they put it, probably cause mayhem, but I think it's better off somewhere else. But that's just me. Yeah, just putting off garbage energy, basically. It's more control. Of course, society doesn't, obviously, how you can move that thing anyway, but I don't know. Who knows? Let's have a protest, get all their boats out there and protest the thing. Maybe one day. Okay, we're going to Eternals, Central Park, and the Metropolitan Museum. I'm not getting the best vibes from Metropolitan Museum. As wonderful as it might be, I think it's haunted like a motherfucker. Central Park, not great. either. It has muggers and I get just not. That's not horrible, but it's not great. I feel like elitists walk around and whistle. It's like they rule everything. At least that's, some of them do that. Yeah, just kind of like a. And you have that husky there. It makes no sense. You have a lot of stuff that makes no sense. It's like a art. The Central Park is like an art museum all on its own. It has those statues from different eras, and it's not. Some of it has good intentions. A lot of it's just a bunch of BS. But the Metropolitan Museum like in New York, yeah, it's not good at vibe. It's just it feels toxic, arrogant. Yeah, obviously mind control. It just shows the spoils of life. Those that control reality can do whatever they want. They can ship in all this art and make let the peasants see what they have. See the power structure. Yeah, a lot of these museums. I don't go into museum energies that much, but like the Louvre in France is another control system. It's like all the stuff that's in the museum. These big museums. It's like that's the elitists that are controlling our reality in the area. Like New York, they need that stuff there to get their power. Obviously, there's a positive energy there somewhere. The love is dark. Just is. Yeah, it's like their playground. At least that's the vibe I get. So it kind of gives you an idea. Look at the art museums, it gives an idea of who's in the area. Of course, you look at the buildings too, but the art museums are still very telling. Well, because they're attracting that energy here, and they have the power to bring it on. They can shift reality and just play with our astral plane. Yeah, using museum pieces, really. Well, yeah, especially when you have something from Egypt and wherever else. I don't know if they have anything from Babylon, probably not. So, and there's also Rockefeller Plaza, which is, I'm not going into that one. So, all right, we'll go through this and Eternal, Central Park, and Metropolitan. Let's see what else is around. What else we can dive into? Okay. All right. I do feel canine energies from Sirius. Yeah, because that's connected to the Egyptian energies. So, all right. Blessings. Here we go. Greetings. We are the Anunnaki collective consciousness. Yes, we mean you no harm. Yes, humans, you misrepresent us as we are like you. Yes, at times misguided. Yes, many of us live in the sixth and seventh dimensions, and the physical realm is just the physical in general has the energy of wealth. It's like you find a diamond in a mine, in a gold, yes, something like that. Yeah, your a physical reality is very precious, especially yours, because your world is so disconnected from the universe. It makes it a prize. Not that beings are always seeing it as a prized possession, but some do act like it. Well, they feel like they control your reality. I believe that some of you know this, especially when you can't get out of situations that you're in. So realize, yes, the Eternals is a fragment of our reality, it is pieces. Well, it shows you that we are here, even if the movie makes no sense. Not that it needs to. But yes, we're waiting for Anunnaki the movie to show up. Which we believe that will probably be a horror energy. Well, we feel like somebody just want to scare people. No surprise there. Yes, they just want your Hollywood. Yeah, they just want to scare people away from it, as they do with the aliens. Even your X-Files was really about putting terror into people to stay away from the aliens. science fiction, twisted science fiction. That's a true science fiction, of course. But yes, Anunnaki presence that's here. Yes, of course, will always go unseen for now. But yes, as you start to put the pieces together, eventually, yes, will be seen in your reality. Humanity has to want something different for itself. We are, yes, usually in the background. We're also very connected to jewels, earrings, wealth, but that wealth is more energy wise, not necessarily the financial energy. Obviously, you put a financial side to it, others can't have it, but you are changing that over time. Well, eventually, yes, money won't have the energy that it does now. But you're taking, well, even now, you're slowly removing that definition and allowing more of your powers to come through. So we do see some of you, as you go into higher frequency energies, you'll be fighting money. For those that enjoy it, you probably feel like you're fighting it now. Maybe not the war that you're thinking of, but it is a backlash. So, as Anunnaki beings, yes, we're very connected to the moon. Not that we're going to be showing ourselves, but we are, yes, our energies are connected to art museums and the ley lines. Ley lines play very important energy because those are portals into your reality. Of course, yes, some of you might be able to tap into our realms. We say Anunnaki beings going to a Met Gala, but we're very different than what you have. Our conversations are more galactic normally, but it is fascinating to see how your world operates. Yes, people talk about things they bought and places that they go. Not that we don't talk about places that we go, but it's just how humans interact with each other about things that they purchase. Nothing wrong with that. It just fascinates us. Well, you have to have something to your lives. And some are added materialism. But even as an Anunnaki being or beings, we talk about your humans as you humans talk about appliances or computers or things like that. We talk about your species. Not exactly the same way, but with curiosity. We're willing to learn. As just your society remembered a lot of what we have forgotten. Blessings. Greetings. We are the Reptilians. Yes, we are a connection to your Central Park. One of your connections. Our energies realize there are many ships around Central Park, New York City. Obviously not seen, but a lot of galactic diplomatic energies are done in New York City, usually in the UN building. Of course, an alien being, of course, ours are in higher dimensions. But we do work through the people to say what we need to say, meaning people channel our energies and are unaware of it. And some of us call ourselves spirit guides. Well, we are a reptilian collective, but there are even reptilians can be kind. It's now the statues in Central Park don't necessarily need to be there, but it shows you who's there. Yes, canine lovers. Those are with human rights. They wanted to show there's a darker side of Central Park because it's not safe. It's also showing there's Illuminati control over New York City, similar to your Statue of Liberty. Yeah, statues are like miniature Statue of Liberties to a certain degree. Those that look occultic. Yes, Babylonian. As the Babylonian uprising is occurring. well, has been occurring. And you are here to break the spell. Breaking the spells of massive control is why many of you are incarnated here, to put an end to it. Yes, you go into your more metaphysical energy, maybe even make life even more complicated for people. And many of you are here to denounce religion altogether and bring in alien knowledge instead, or different forms of spirituality. Basically, the idea is to free souls from this reality, from its prison system, at least through reincarnation. Because many have been stuck here for a very long time and they still haven't quite figured out how to get out. And some of you are attached to the place too. You can probably feel you've been here forever. Well, why is that exactly? Probably because you've been stuck here. No, you're not stuck here, but your mission decided to be part of it. Your DNA, some of you have the earth, the DNA of the earth. And that's another reason why you keep incarnating here. So for Central Park, that's more like an alien. It's another point of alien visitation. It's like aliens use their lights and they swarm around, and you can see it from Central Park, where they do it around Central Park area. Of course, New Jersey is less controlled, so of course you're going to see more sightings there. But New York is usually the target normally, because that's where the control is, at least for now. That's all we have for you at this time. Greetings to you. We are, yes, the Met Art, or your Metropolitan Art Museum. We are time travelers. You can call us elitists, but we are time travelers. We do just gather information. Yes, to put it into one building. For your elitists to identify themselves. Well, so one elitist group will build the museum, while other elitists will fill it. It's like having a conversation. So you go into a museum, there's this era of art and that era of art. Your elites are talking to each other without physically talking to each other. Yes, as donors, because a lot of them don't want to talk to each other. A lot of them they want to see what others do. Of course, there's a lot of backstabbing with that also. And you're coming into more of awareness of little details. Of course, the Metropolitan Art is not a little detail, but sometimes the bigger they are, the less they are seen, less they're understood. Your Statue of Liberty is kind of like an insult to humanity, meaning there's no real freedom. There's a version of it. Well, the idea for the statue is to give people hope. Not that many of you are thinking about the statue that much at this time, but it is a landmark of your reality. It's when you see the statue, you know what time frame you're in. For alien beings to see it, but for you also, for humanity, it's like a part of your reality now, obviously. So removing it at the wrong time, wrong place would be very difficult. It's like losing a loved one. So yeah, it's not going to leave anytime soon, but as many of you tap into the vibrations of the future, you'll see no Statue of Liberty in the future. You'll see something else there. Most likely more loving. Instead of one person, there'll be two. Why does it have to be just one person standing there holding a light all day? Yes, that sounds nice, but there's something better that can be done there. More relaxing energy. For you to connect more to your higher frequency self is relaxation. That's why some of you go into sleep and see all these beings, because you're more relaxed there and having trouble relaxing this reality. So relaxation will help you, yes, meditate, go into a deeper side of yourselves. Of course, I think some of you know that, but as a Metropolitan Art frequency, yes, there's a lot of nanotechnologies, programming societies. It's just, and that the Metropolitan Art is a secret society. It just doesn't make itself seen that way. It doesn't advertise itself that way. Well, they have VIP, parties, but the energy is just different there. It's basically the conspiracy rumors are true, most of them, maybe not all. Or we just want to just indulge, and that they do. So the parties at this museum and others just a warm up of what's to come after hours, as many of you know. But the Met Art, yes, is another Illuminati, like a landmark. We're not going anywhere, at least not yet. As you become more aware of these beings that are controlling your reality, you can tap into the museum art and see who's connected to it. Like, is Hillary Clinton connected to some of those paintings, which she is? Meaning that a painting has an entered history to mind control also. That sounds a little bit strange, but to be surprised how powerful they know what they're doing. They build these art museums for a reason, because there's an agenda behind it. But many of you are here, yes, to take money away from people because of the cost of art, but it's yes another place for money laundering, of course, and hiding oneself. A lot of those are anonymous donors to a lot of that art, but I believe you're not going to get a word or stolen art. But even that, then it's still voluntary. So let's see.